Okay, so apparently I've been talking to myself this entire time because the camera wasn't in record, which I thought it was, but apparently it's not. Well, it wasn't. That's the only thing I hate about this one. I don't remember when it's recording or not. But I don't remember where I left off at. I haven't gone much further, but I've removed the 10mm bolt that was down there. I just removed the two 10mm bolts that go behind the 13mm studs. I've unplugged that one. I think I did in that one. I've removed two of the 13mm bolts here. I've left one in to hold up because there either is not a retainer there. I'm gonna remove this one. There is either not a retainer there, or it's broken. Alright, if I'm having that kind of issue, typically what that means is it's not straight. Is usually what that means. Oh my god. And it's probably not straight, primarily because I've been finding some pieces that were bent, I'm guessing from the factory. Let's give it a little touch with this. Alright, those two are out. Get that third one. Pay attention to where that roll, because I have bad eyesight. Ugh. Now one bolt and the dash comes down. Not literally, figuratively. It comes down. At least ready for us to pull off. We're going to pull off the most easiest to access bolt off. That was our last 13. We're now going to climb into the truck. Oh, Jesus. We're going to climb into the truck. We're going to grab here and here. Alright, we're going to lift up and back because there's a clip here. Where was my holdings? Okay. And then inside in. Okay. Now we're going to make sure is there anything that's holding, and there is. It's that plug, which apparently I forgot. Let's see. There's the floor plugs. How did I forget those? Dum dum dum. I guess I pulled these plugs here so many times. I guess I thought I unplugged them. But these are the main floor harness to the dash harness. But normally this will be connected to here somewheres. I guess here. But I don't have them plugged in because, again, that was a test fit for that harness, not the permanent. So now, with those three unplugged, we can flip this harness dash downward. Don't worry about the sound. That's whatever the last owner left inside of the dash. And now I'm struggling to get my ass out of the truck. Okay. There's only one hard part about this harness. Shut up. Oh my god. There's only one hard part about this harness. Okay? This will have to be a two-part series. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. There's only two parts hard about this. Alright. One main part, two little. One is, there's the ground wire one, the other ground wire is there. That is why we took that off. These bend easily. Remember that when you guys are doing that. I do not know why we're required to pull that 10mm. It does absolutely nothing. But that goes with that. This comes off because it goes with that. I remember now I was looking for the trim tools. What I was looking for, and 20 bucks says I pulled it and it's now underneath the. I did. Stupid me. Alright. The other hard part is the we will work our way from left to right, or right to left if you're actually in the truck. This is the hard part about it, okay? That has to be what that goes to. That has to go to this. I'm 90% sure this is what that goes. It does. This is what that that orange plug that's behind there that's broken. That's what that is. All right. If you notice, here is the plug on my truck that I need, but it's not in the right spot. I could easily unravel all of this and then run it that way, but that runs the chance of me having issues. Not to mention, what coolness would it be if I did that for you guys? How cool would it be if I actually just if I didn't put myself through that kind of hell? How terrible would that be if I did that? Because that harness, because that wire needs to be there for that, we will forego removing that, and we are going to cut it, not the wire. Like, here's a retainer for that. We are going to cut the retainer itself to keep that wire here, so we don't have to do that. We're going to cut all the retainers that hold that particular wire in there. We may catch hell doing this because of the fact that this is probably going to run all the way down, especially to the dash. But it's either do this. All right, that should be the last of it. It is. All right. Yeah, that's where it went. But I'd rather cut that instead and have this away from all of this than re-pull all that harness only to find out I don't need it. All right, the sprinkler. The speaker is a push pin here, and it pops out. We're gonna wrap that around. All right, we're already a quarter of the way done, guys. We're already a quarter of the way done. Now, here's the biggie. You have two, which I need a screwdriver for, particularly a flathead, but I have one, but I don't know where it is. It's either over there, behind there, or still underneath this pile of crap. I think it's underneath. There are two airbag harnesses that go in here, and they're easy to pull now that I know how the frack they go on here. I say they're easy to pull, and I'm still struggling with it. I'm actually not disconnecting it. The issue I'm having right now is not disconnecting it. It's, I'll pull the 10mm like I did last time. Oh, the 7mm like I did last time. It's not the pulling it that I'm having an issue with right now. It should be over here, right? Yes. The issue that I'm having right now is not unlocking it. Unlocking it is not my issue. The issue I'm having is trying to unplug it, because it's got two retainer expansions that come out, which is surprisingly easy when you frickin' don't have it in there. I'll show you what I mean. There. On these, when they're in there, they're pushed in. These are the pins you're fighting when you have it unlocked. When you have it locked, which is hard to do when it's not already on there, basically these pop backwards, and when you put it in, you have to line it up, push it in, and then push the orange lock in. And you have to do all of that between and behind this cowl. Again, this is the quick and dirty way. This is not the official way that Dodge or Mopar would do it. Basically, the way I'm doing it is the quickest way that you can do it without having to pull all of this crap out. If you want a more official, that is the radio, and that is the HVAC. I might have the dash sitting on it. No, I don't. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, I might know what it is, if it's the one I'm thinking about. No, it's not that one. Okay. Yeah, it's caught on the bottom. So we're going to lift this ever so slightly and push. And there's the HVAC system. Now, to get this out, we're going to pull that 7mm. We're going to bend this back. This is why that bends there. And we're going to get that ground wire. This ground wire we'll get when we lift the thing back, and it'll be ready to come. But we're going to get everything easy first. If you want a more official way of actually pulling, that goes to the, like I said, the HVAC system, all the blue wires. Like I said, if you want a more official way of actually doing this, well, maybe not this full part, but a more official way of actually pulling this pulling the dash. Motorcity has one. Motorcity has one. He works, I believe, as a Mopar dealer that works on these. The dash he pulls, I'm making sure everything's the same. The dash he pulls is for a, I believe, a 3500 or a, I believe it's a 3500, but it's all the same as far as this harness goes. I mean, as far as pulling the dash. The dash pulling is universal. I'll put a link to in the description for his channel. I mean, for that episode, and if you want to look through his channel, you can subscribe to him. But pulling the actual harness itself out of it, there's one there. There's one there. Oh, gotta flip it around. But to actually pull the harness, I didn't find many places that did that. I mean, that had that. There's a box. Crap. There's a box that I put my doggone bolts in that has the 10mm that I need, which is a close that I might put. Hold on, let me go find it.